Alright, welcome along to a new episode. In this one, we're going to be talking about unlocking the power of self care and why it's just important to prioritize your well being. These days, we're all under a lot of pressure, so I think this video is going to be quite helpful to a lot of people out there, including myself, because even though I make these types of videos, I'm feeling the pressure as well these days. So let's get into it and see what tips we have for you. Alright, so the first tip that we've got here is to understand what self-care means to you. Self-care is unique to each individual. Identify activities or practices that help you relax, recharge, and promote your well-being. It could be anything from exercise to reading a book or spending time with loved ones. Number two is to prioritise self-care. Make self-care a priority in your daily routine. Set aside dedicated time for self-care activities and treat them as non-negotiable appointments with yourself. Number three is physical self-care. Take care of your physical health by eating nutritious foods, getting regular exercise, staying hydrated, and getting enough sleep. Physical well-being is the foundation of overall well-being. Number four is emotional self-care. Pay attention to your emotions and mental health. Practice mindfulness, journaling, meditation, or therapy to manage stress, anxiety, and or emotional challenges. Number five is social self-care. Nurture your relationships with friends, family, and loved ones. Spend quality time with people who uplift and support you. Social connections are essential to your emotional well-being. Number six is to set boundaries. Learn to say no to things that drain your energy or make you feel overwhelmed. Establish boundaries to protect your time and prioritise activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. Number seven, and another classic for me, is to practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself and practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same care and understanding that you would offer to a friend facing a challenge. Number eight is to engage in hobbies and activities you enjoy. Make time for activities that bring you joy, whether it's painting, hiking, cooking, or playing music, or recording YouTube videos in the hopes that they're going to help some people out there. Engaging in these hobbies can help you relax and unwind. Nine is to disconnect from technology. Take breaks from screens and digital devices to reduce stress and promote mental well-being. Unplugging for a while can help you recharge and focus on the present moment. 10 is to seek professional help when needed. If you're struggling with your mental health or find it difficult to practice self-care, don't hesitate to seek help from a therapist, counsellor, or mental health professional. 11 is to reflect and adjust. Regularly reflect on your self-care practices and adjust them as needed. Listen to your body and mind and make changes to your routine to ensure you're meeting your self-care needs. So there we go, there's some tips that I'm pretty sure you're going to find very, very helpful in today's world. No matter where you're at in life right now, a lot of people are under pressure, including myself. I'm feeling it. I haven't been dealing with it the very best over the past 6 to 7 months. I've had moments where I've exploded on other people. I'm not going to lie. Your stress levels can get to a certain point, and it's good to have things in there that can help you deal with this sort of stuff. And these tips are going to be very, very helpful for me, just as they're going to be helpful for other people. And no matter how well you can control yourself, every once in a while you're going to snap, you're going to break, and it's okay to do that. You just don't feel guilty about it. It happens from time to time. You just have to deal with it, smooth over any surfaces if possible, move on. If not, set boundaries. And as I say, people are feeling the stress. We're under a lot of things. Like, there's a lot of financial pressure on people these days, just with the cost of living in 2024. That's crazy. A lot of people need tips like these to help them keep them, to help them work their way through this sort of thing. That's why I'm saying this is just as important for me as anybody else. I've seen it in my personal life over the last, gosh, even weeks at this point. I've seen people even coming into the workplace and taking things out in people. Like, I'm 45 years old right now, and I'm seeing people in their 40s heading into their 50s in the workplace, and they're been victimized by other people for the stupidest little reasons. Like, I've got a good friend of mine at the moment that's going through a hell of a lot, and I don't want to go into too many details on it in this video because it's not my story to tell, but it's one of those situations where you're just looking at it from the outside and you're seeing the person that's putting all the negativity on the other person, and you're thinking, okay, right, how bad is their personal life that they have to come in to their job and take out their frustrations on other people. It's it's crazy days. It really is crazy days. I don't even know how to even talk about this sort of thing at times. It's frustrating. It is frustrating. You see it a heck of a lot in the workplace. People taking their frustrations out on other people. Not clearly looking at some people, you're thinking to yourself, okay, there's something going on there. There's an underlying issue that this person hasn't dealt with, and they don't know how to deal with it, and they haven't. Like one of those tips said, don't be afraid to look for professional help if needed. I think if a lot more people did that, it would solve a lot of the problems in the world today. But I don't like to say it is what it is for this sort of thing, because it shouldn't be. It is what it is. People in their 40s heading towards their 50s shouldn't be running around like children that never left the playground, you know. And, you know, and in the case of me snapping, just to touch on that again, I said I haven't dealt with it the best in the past either. I've had circumstances where someone is attempting to take out their frustrations on me, and normally I would deal with it like an adult, talk to the person, but just it got to a level where, for a change, I snapped, and I'm not the person that people that have known me and the workplace in particular. I've never historically been that person to go off on one with someone, but even me with I've got fairly good self control. Not gonna lie, haven't dealt with things in the best in the recent past, but throughout most of my problems, and I've had a lot of them over the years, I've 9 times out of 10 dealt with them in a very realistic, grown up nature. But whenever the pressure's on you as far as finances goes, like, I'm not gonna lie, the financial side of things for me at the moment is a little bit stressful and a little bit of a strain on me. Not in dire straits, but because I've been off with that back injury recently, I'm not in the financial place where I was at. It's going to take me about a month now to get myself just back on track. But, coming back into the workplace and dealing with a back injury without painkillers, I might add, and someone coming in just throwing their weight around because of whatever's going on in their personal life just didn't sit well with me, and boom, I went off in one. So we're all feeling the strain. We all need a video like this. We all need these sort of tips here, and hopefully it helps you as much as it has helped me in the research for this video here. I've got a lot of stuff here that I can use moving forward, and most of it is stuff I've used in the past. It's just reinforcing some of that stuff for me once again. So yes, I'm going to be practicing these as best as possible. So if they've helped you, let me know in the comments below. If you feel that they might help someone else, feel free to share the video or the podcast along to them. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscription button and like the video. That'll help me out and whatnot. Written review on the podcast. So until the next episode, whatever you're doing, stay safe and look after yourself.